Muted, Suzanne.
There we go. Hi,
Okay,
welcome
awesome. Thank you.
everybody. Like she said, we're going to get started here right now, but we want to kind of introduce you to our our theme song. I want to share with you. Let me know when you can hear it. Here we go.
Yeah, just turn it louder. Can't hear it. Well, as we're working on fixing that, I'll just tell you a little bit of how this came to be. The wildness revolution came from the miracle magic sessions that we were having. Now, I hosted that like I usually do every year for the whole month of January. And we wanted to continue on. And Randy, Joe, and I, we had a little discussion and we said, let's create the wellness revolution. And this is what it brought us to. So thank goodness we know everyone here. So I'll just introduce myself. I'm Lise Robinson. I'm a social worker of 36 years, and I believe that we can revolutionize the world through our actions on a day-to-day basis. And Randy Joe, I met her through, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit, Randy Joe.
Sure, sure. I'm Randy Joe Pieper, and I'm here in Colorado. And I've known Lise for about 2 years now. I believe we met on the Forbes Riley, and we've been friends ever since. Cyber friends, I guess you could call us ever since. And I'm a native from Montana, so when I heard she's from Canada, it's like, oh, she's close to my territory where I was raised. So, but anyway, just a little bit about me. I have been working here for the state of Colorado for about, well, between state of Colorado and other criminal justice career I've had for over 25 years. And just recently, the last stint has been 21 years as a probation officer for the state. And so I noticed going through this career how burned out we can get in a stressful career, whether it is work in law enforcement, nursing, teacher, school, firefighter, whatever it is. And when Lise was saying, hey, this magical thing she had on the weekends is like, I want to join. I just need some more support. And so we were talking more about it, how we can support others in this field. And since Lisa's got a background too, similar to mine, so with that, well, let's just do it.
We join forces. So each month we're going to be hosting this kind of an event. It's all free of charge. Thank goodness, because I believe in giving in order to receive. And my biggest blessing is in 36 years, I want to teach some of the foundational information that I got to keep myself well and protected, especially from all that goes on in the world. We get affected through trauma and all kinds of things. And so we're going to be sharing wise practices in here with each and every one of you. So I'd like to hear a little bit from Suzanne and also Deepa, where you're from, who you are, and what you do, and then we'll get on to the session. Who wants to go first?
Suzanne, you want to do first?
She's muted. Suzanne, you are muted.
No.
Turn your volume up, maybe.
Should I then?
Yeah, go ahead, Deepa.
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead.
Oh, she's unmuted now, Suzanne.
Go ahead, Deepa.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm in Newcastle, Australia, just north of Sydney. Originally from Malaysia, but living in Australia for a lot of years now. But yeah, what do? I'm known as the mind power strategist. Because as a child of 7 years, My mother told me, not my mother, my class teacher told me that I needed to be in a school for special children. And my mother then, once she overcame that initial shock, she drilled into me that anything I set my mind to, I can achieve. And that has then been my life, where I have on many an occasion, even unconsciously, subconsciously, because it was so instilled in me from childhood, I've seen how the mind actually plays out, and you can get what you want if you do it in a certain way.
Thank you
Yep.
so
So
much for sharing. All right, Suzanne, are you ready?
Yes. Okay, my name is Suzanne Garmont, and I live in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. And
Yes, Suzanne.
it is the first time in years we've had so much snow that we can't even get out of our house. So snowbanks everywhere, but I borrowed a shovel and I got myself out. And to me, that's just the message of no matter what is there to block you, really step out and dig and rise. And so my new area, because I've been an interior designer in Vancouver for 30 years, is I'm hosting groups and I have speakers coming to my home where people come. So I've got people that are speakers at Unity that are just great. We just invite them whenever I'm out. I just really communicate with people, with my partner of business and love. And so I would just say, as you were talking, what am I known as? And so I just wrote this down. I'm known as Evolve to Spiritual Awareness. I do group events to activate your mission and your purpose.
Fantastic, Suzanne. Thank you. And I've met this beautiful woman on many occasions. I've stayed at Suzanne's. She's a great host, and we connected also through Forbes classes, and we've become very good friends. And I feel that this is a hub of friendship, and we want to support each other as we go through life's journey and continue on. So, we have a presentation that we put together, or did you get the song, Randy Joe?
Dear, I don't. Let me see if I can just one sound. Let me try this. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time, girls. Let me see if you can figure it out. Come on, play.
Beautiful.
Together we'll thrive. It begins with you. Join the wellness revolution. Let's rise today. Breaking the barriers, lighting the way. With resilience and love, we'll build something new. The wellness revolution starts with you. Every breath, every step brings us closer still to a life that's aligned with purpose and will. From stress to strength, from chaos to peace, in this revolution, wellness will increase. We're grounded in science, guided by care, creating a vision that we all can share. It's a holistic journey, a path to renew. Together we'll rise. It begins with you. Join the wellness revolution. Let's rise today. Breaking the barriers, lighting the way. With resilience and love, we'll build something new. The wellness revolution starts with you.
You. Yes, you. It begins with you. Okay, so we're going to get into the presentation. I'm going to share the screen. I can't share the screen while the other participant is sharing. Okay.
Well, let's just cancel that. How about there you go? Now can you do it?
Okay, let's see here. Nope. I can put the link inside the box and maybe you can
Okay,
share it.
let's see here. Screens. sound good? Yeah, and then if you want me to open it up, I can do that too.
Okay, I'll grab the link. So how's your Saturday going, everyone? I know that everybody is in different time zones and everything, and we're all just giving her today and having a great day. There you go. I just sent it to you.
Okay. We'll see if this works. All right, and I will share that screen number 2. Where did it go? All right.
So as we're doing that, I'm going to light a candle here. And because she was talking about lighting the way. So as we continue on, I just want to ask you, what is your wellness revolution? What do you want to get out of this? Just say one thing that you'd love to get out of your wellness revolution this year. Suzanne, do you want to tell us what you would like? If you could say one thing, what would you love to have?
Clarity.
Clarity. Okay. How about you, Deepa?
For me, it would be getting into a good physical exercise type routine. I used to be very active before, but life gets in the way, and I am now very sedentary, and I feel that not in a good way in myself. So I want to get back into an active lifestyle.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Randy Joe?
Well, I'm with Deepa as well. This is my year of taking care of myself, getting all my doctor appointments figured out, and just clarity on that too, because I have, a few years ahead of me, and I just want to be healthy when I retire and be able to enjoy.
And for myself, the revolution starts with personal transformation, finding that magic within so I can be as instrumental as I can be to be impactful to the world. So I want this light. I'm putting all the prayers, your prayers and your thoughts of what you would like to revolutionize in your lives. I put it in this candle. And I ask the angels, the Creator, God, whoever you pray to help us with our mission and our goals and our dreams so that we can actualize this in our lives. Okay, so with that, let's get into the Wellness Revolution presentation. So, this is kind of like a little toolkit for all of us, and it's empowering our mind, body, and spirit for a thriving life. So, foundations to wellness. Randy Joe, did you want to do this page?
Sure. This is going to be the holistic. There's going to be there's a few categories here, and I'm looking away at my other screen, so don't bother me and bear with me here. Holistic wellness is one of them, which is physical wellness, engaging in regular physical activity, and then especially mental wellness, which I think we've seen over the years just recently about the mental health coming out, which needs to be. I think it's just been shoved under the rug for so many years, and people are saying, I do need help. I do need, support. Like example, yesterday I had a girlfriend of mine that never reaches out, but she was just at a mental breakdown and she called me hysterically. She had just lost her father not a year ago. And she says, I just want my dad back, and just crying at the top of her lungs. And it's like, you just feel for her. And I'm just so thankful she reached out to me. So it's just like stuff like that, being able to be there for people and feeling that emotional, the emotional wellness too is guiding her to find that emotional wellness, and spiritual as well. And with this too, we can creating a wellness vision. It's like, I love vision. I always been taught to think ahead, and maybe that's gotten me in trouble at times too, but it's just like, but it's also been a really good asset for me, just visioning what a thriving life looks like. And for you in terms of health and well-being. And then the role of mindfulness, incorporating mindfulness practices in a daily routines is definitely key. And then small changes, which big results. It's amazing how you just focus on one little tiny thing. You plant that seed, but as long as you continue to water it and nurture it, it's amazing how it can just grow into something humongous, or that blessings.
Okay. So, emotional resilience. Well, I'm the perfect person to speak about this because of a lot of the stressors that I've gone through my life. Some of the most profound issues that I've dealt with was the multiple losses in my family, 6 family members. And managing stress has been key to helping me with anxiety, and the implementation of mindfulness practices has helped me through meditation, through prayer, through setting my intentions every day. Deep breathing exercises have been so instrumental in helping me to heal my grief. Now, prioritizing self-care, activities that promote relaxation and mental clarity. I found that going into the bush for myself was so cleansing because the fresh air, the breathing, listening to the birds singing, because they are all little spirit helpers. And knowing that our trees too are helpers, that they too help to unify me on my healing journey. Now, building emotional intelligence is very important. Practice active listening and empathy to enhance. So, listening to what's in your heart, in your spirit, is so foundational to our well being. And reflecting on our personal emotions and responses to the world is really important to better understand and managing our stressors. Now, the coping mechanisms for challenging times. Develop a supportive network of friends like you all are here, family and professionals, and engage in physical activities to release endorphins and improve mood. So exercising, I do what is called the burpee girl exercises here in the morning, because I don't go out too much because of the cold weather and stuff. So I do my exercise right at home. There's all kinds of YouTube exercises that are free of charge that you can do. I also go walking in the bush is really important to me. I go to the steam room, which is important. When I go see Suzanne, we go every day, every morning swimming, which is really enlightening. The other thing is engaging in physical activities. I talked about that. But another thing I want to talk about, which I want to show you a little example, and we're going to do this exercise all together. It's called yoga laughter. So I want you to take a moment of time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, and we're all going to follow in. So I want you to laugh like crazy, and we're just going to feel the vibrations change. So let's go, ladies. Come on, let's go.
Come on, girl. Come on.
Oh, gotta hear you laugh
Oh,
all the way from Australia.
oh.
Yeah, I can hear the vibes in
Yes.
Vancouver and in Montana. We're
Yeah.
shaking up the earth. Woo! Now, let's get serious. Tell me, does that feel a little bit different in our energy fields? I think so. That vibration, it helps us to change right away those emotions. So understanding that mind-body connection, that we can recognize how physical health can impact an emotional well-being. So just by that physical alignment with laughter, we can get into super fast different states. So incorporate holistic practices like yoga and yoga laughter, tai chi, and harmonize your body and mind. Take it away.
All right. So nutrition and wellness. I guess this is a good one for me as well, because that's my year as working on nutrition and wellness. And it definitely is a need, especially working in a career that's stressful or any career. You know, if you're not taking care of yourself, who can you take care of? So the incorporating a variety of food groups to ensure well-rounded diet is the fundamentals of balancing eating, and then focus on whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. And then also meal planning for busy lifestyles. And I think just in general meal planning, because I'm the type of person that will like, okay, I'm hungry, but I really don't know what I want to eat. So I'll grab something. So I'm turning that around is to have more of a meal plan and have it organized what I would like to eat that's more healthier is what I'm working on. And so you're preparing that in your meals in advance, and which reduces stress a lot too. And then use batch cooking and simple recipes to streamline the process. And then impact of hydration on health. Aim for at least 8 cups of water a day to maintain optimal function, and which recognizes signs of dehydration, signs of fatigue and dizziness. I really do notice that if I don't drink enough water, that I do feel to have those kind of feelings and stuff. It's like, oh, I need to be hydrated. And then addressing foods insecurities and building sustainable habits. So support local food banks and community gardens. And then what this is pretty cool is just like, I like that when we do support our local food bank, and it just feels so good to give. And that helps fill my cup. And educate on sustainable practices like reducing food waste and choosing seasonal produce. And I'm in a farming community, so we have those markets where we can go and get fresh fruit and vegetables, which is nice here too.
Perfect.
Let's get your next one. There we go.
Alrighty, physical fitness for all levels. Okay, so exercise is so fundamental to our well-being. So we have different levels of exercise from beginners. Start with low impact activities such as walking or yoga to build a foundation. Intermediate, you can incorporate training and moderate cardio to enhance your your endurance. And then advance, engage in high intensity workouts and complex routines to push limits. Now, you can do that in a variety of ways. I love dancing. How about you? That can be a high impact depending on what level you're at. Or you can incorporate the different levels for whatever you love to do. So, overcoming barriers to regular activity. Identify and address personal obstacles such as time and constraints or lack of motivation. Set realistic goals and create a consistent routine. If you say you're going to do it, do it. And take that time to do it, because physical activity is so foundational to our well-being. Seek support from friends, family, and fitness communities. And sometimes we can have have somebody to help us to keep on track. Get a activity partner. So the importance of mobility and flexibility enhance overall movement, efficiency, and performance. Reduce the risk of injury by improving joint health, and it supports recovery, relaxation through stretching and mobility. The one thing that I've incorporated is a rebounder. I have it in my living room and I go and jump on there, for 10 minutes or whatever, just to get the blood flowing. Such a good feeling. And finding joy in the movement. Choose activities that you enjoy and look forward to, and explore different types of exercises to keep it exciting. and focus on the positive feelings and energy that's gained from regular activity. So with that, yay! Just be happy in your exercise.
Right. And then that will lead into the nutrition and the nature and healing, which is also definitely outside is a good exercise in itself. Just the fresh air, the birds singing, just spring in the air. It just like, oh my gosh, I just love it. Just thinking about it. The benefits of spending outdoors is enhancing mood and reducing stress. And the boosts the vitamin D, which is definitely, do you guys know that vitamin D is a hormone? Did you know that? I never knew that until
No,
a couple years ago. Yeah, so it's like, wow, no wonder. It's crazy how that works,
I
the
didn't
vitamin.
know that.
Yeah. And then encouraging mindfulness and sense of well-being. And then gardening for health. Who in here gardens? Anybody garden? Plant flowers? Anything? Oh, I love it. I have a beautiful flower bed I'm looking at right now that has no flowers in it, but out my window. And it's like, I'm just so excited to get out there, get that started again here soon. And then providing sense of accomplishment and purpose, which is helps too with all that gardening and getting outside. It enhances mental health by reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. Definitely. And then the eco-friendly living and sustainability, it reduces carbon footprints and conserves natural resources, which also encourages a healthier lifestyle and community well-being. And then so we do have those eco-friendly, like those gardens just down the hill from us, that community gardens where people come and have their little plot and they can do the gardening. It's pretty cool how you can just have your own garden that way too and support the community, because what's left over, then they give it back to the food banks. So that helps too. And then support the biodiversity and the ecological balance. We'll do that with the eco-friendly living sustainability. And then the forest bathing and nature-based therapies, involving immersing oneself into a forest environment to provide relaxation. Oh, I just love the forest. I'm from Montana and Colorado, and it's just, I don't know, I'm more of a lake girl than an ocean girl, and just having the trees and all that is just amazing here. And which lowers the blood pressure and cortisol levels. And in tune will enhance focus, creativity, and overwhelm mental health. And I've noticed that too. Have you guys ever gotten where you just get stuck? You're working on a project and just go, go, go. I'm on a time crunch. Step away, right? And just go outside, just even if it's for 5 minutes, and take those deep breaths. It's just amazing how clarity can come to you after that. All right.
It
So
truly
with
is
that
a gift.
note, you guys, I have to say that with my clarity, I have a meeting soon about what way I'm going, whether I'm going to rent or sell my place in Palm Springs. And I really had all of that. So I really just have to leave so that I can do that, because then I am crossing the border, because I just love going down there where I only buy healthy food. So anyway, I've got this big day planned that I have to leave at 10:30. So I just want to say great that I could be here, and you're inspiring. So I have to leave.
Thank you, Suzanne,
Thank
for
you,
coming.
Susan. Appreciate it.
We'll
Yeah.
see you next
Good
time.
luck. Good luck today.
Yeah.
And Suzanne, we do need speakers at times, okay?
Yes.
So we'll put out the agenda of the different topics, okay?
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
There.
Thank you.
See you
See you
next
later,
meeting,
darling.
Susan.
Okay, financial wellness. Oh my goodness. I was a financial advisor for about 9 years, and budgeting and money is so important. Management of it is the key to having a prosperous life. Develop a realistic budget to manage monthly expenses and effectively. It's so critical. Track our spending. What do we need to adjust in order to make it our goals, meet our goals? Building a financial roadmap for wellness. Set clear financial goals for short and long-term well-being, and create a plan that includes savings, investments, debt management. And also, the other thing I would add on there, make sure you have a will. And also, for some people, of course, this should be a must for all people, is to have a life insurance policy. The other thing, too, is connection between finances and stress. Under how financially instability can lead to stress and impact over well-being. It's incredible how many people fight about money, about resources. Implement stress reducing strategies such as financial planning and education. Know how money works, it's so critical. Investing in your health and future. Allocate resources towards health and promoting activities to preventative care, because in the long term, health care can be the most expensive of all the costs. Consider long-term investments that support financial security and health. So know about how money works. It's really, really important. And we will have a presenter come and do some information for us.
So mindfulness and meditation. This is, I try to do this I do my best every morning, not try, but I do my best every morning, is to have some mindfulness before I go into my job. Just what it is just the techniques, different kinds. Like for beginners, is to start with a simple breathing exercise and, scan the body. It's amazing how you just take that deep breath in and just relax it and see, where are you feeling the aches and the pains, and kind of just put that breath to that, to clean it, just to get in there and to clean out the gunk, which is amazing how the body can do that. And for advanced practitioners, explore deeper practice like mindful walking and loving kindness meditations. I haven't done this part yet, but that sounds very intriguing. And then the science behind meditation is, it has been shown to reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance emotional health. Along with regular practice, can lead to structural changes in the brain and promoting well-being. Definitely. And then integrating mindfulness into the daily life is practice mindfulness during a routine activities like eating and commuting. Well, I've never tried the eating piece of it. That's interesting. I know the commuting piece, I've done that a lot when I would drive a lot, like an hour one way to work and back. I love that time to decompress your day, or going into work, like, what do I need to do? And then use reminders or apps to prompt mindful movements throughout the day. And have it on your phone if it's something just like, okay, get up and walk, if it's something like that. Or if it's just, okay, have those breathe exercises on your phone too, or your watch. And that does help a lot too. And then guided meditation practices is utilize guided sessions to explore different meditation styles. And then options include apps, online video, and local meditation groups. So there's a lot of opportunity out there for us. We don't have to go too far.
So, workplace wellness. Oh, this is so critical. Work-life balance. Encourage flexible work schedules to accommodate personal responsibilities, and promote taking regular breaks and vacations to recharge so you can avoid those burnouts. Leadership roles. Leaders should model wellness behaviors and prioritize employee well-being. So important in this day and age. Do you know how many people actually are bullied at work or have a lot of problems at work, and that's where a lot of their stress comes from? Encourage open communication and provide resources for mental health and preventing burnout. Recognize the signs of burnout early and provide support. Implement stress management programs and resources. And ergonomics really are important, especially for healthy habits. So make some adjustments for your computers, where you're sitting, because if you're doing this all day, it's important to have your hands in a ergonomic way so that you don't hurt yourself. You can avoid any kind of damages to your arms and your legs by having the proper ergonomics in your workspace. So ensure workspaces are ergonomically designed to prevent physical strain. And your workplace would usually have something to accommodate that and promote regular physical activity and healthy eating habits. So important in order to keep well at work.
Definitely, definitely. That's where my passion is this workplace balance is in my career too. It's just like we need that balance. We can't just be robots. We have, yeah. So community building for wellness. This is Lisa's. This is her
This is
baby.
my forte. I love
That's
it.
forte, baby. You name it. Yes, definitely. And building supportive networks is like, oh my gosh, you need that good support network. And creating a strong support system enhances mental and emotional well-being for sure. And encouraging an open communication and mutual support among community members. And volunteerism for mental health. And like I said, when even giving to the food bank is kind of like volunteering, but not really, but you're giving. It's amazing how you can engage in the volunteering activities can help improve the mental health and provide sense of purpose. And that's where I think I feel too is like when I have volunteered for different things over the years, so I feel like I have a sense of purpose here on this earth when I do volunteer. And then volunteering fosters social connections and reducing a feeling of isolation for sure. Definitely. And the power of collaboration is collaboration within communities leads to shared growth and innovation. Wow. It's just like, yeah, it just talking about this, Lise, it's like, maybe I want to do both the wellness plus the community. And it's just like, it just gives you like, oh my gosh, more purpose and everything. I just love it. And then working together can address common challenges and create lasting change.
Ancient spiritual texts like the Bhagavad Gita and things like that, the Vedas. It's essentially all about service. That's what we
Oh, yes.
as humans,
Mhm.
our sole purpose is to serve others. And that, so when you say volunteering, you're actually serving. That's why you feel so much of joy and fulfillment, because that's what we're meant to be doing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing.
Definitely. Thank you. Yes, definitely. And healing through shared experience is sharing personal experience, like and can be therapeutic and promote healing, along with community gatherings and storytelling can strengthen bonds and understanding. Definitely.
Fantastic. And right now, what we're doing is essentially volunteering our time because we want the world to have that sense of we're serving the community so that we can all benefit from it, and that rippling effect can go miles. So, with that, we go into the gratitude and positivity, cultivating that gratitude practice, keeping a daily gratitude journal to focus on positive aspects of our lives, and practicing that expression of gratitude by thanking those around you. So, I'm thanking all of you right here, right now, and overcoming negativity and self doubt. Challenge negative thoughts by questioning their validity, and also practice self compassion and focus on self improvement. The science of positive psychology. Positive psychology emphasizes on our strengths and virtues that enable individuals to thrive. And when I do community assessments, that's what I look for. I look at the strengths in our communities because everyone has a gift. Studies show that positivity can improve the mental and physical health. And reflecting on the year and setting goals reflecting on achievements and lessons learned over the past year, and set realistic and achievable goals for personal growth and happiness, critical in our evolvement as human beings. And I love that picture of that woman because she's got a big like leaf in her hand and it's full of light and energy. And that's who we are. We're energy beings and we're giving out to the world. We're kind of like we're like catalysts of the creator, of our God. And we're here to be like shifters of energies so that we can heal the world together.
Self-care for the holidays. This is definitely something, with, Easter's coming now, Valentine's next week, just different things. People, just different things coming up. And it's managing this holiday stress is prioritizing tasks and delegate responsibilities to avoid overwhelming, for sure. And practice mindfulness and meditation to stay grounded. And then setting boundaries. When you communicate your needs and limits clearly with family and friends. That is definitely, and I never was taught how to do that growing up. And it's like you just go with the flow or whatever with functions. But man, I've had to learn that over the years, especially with family members, that it just, yes, I think everybody has walked those walks too, like that. So associate, and then allocate personal time for rest and reflection during gatherings. Oh, definitely. It's like you do all this stuff, you go, but you don't get time to enjoy it. It's like it's one and done and just like check off. But it's like just really when you have those family members there, because you never know if it might be the last time you see them or whatever, but just be there to embrace what you do have. And staying healthy is maintaining a balanced diet and stay hydrated amidst in the festive indulgence. Oh man, especially those pies and sweets and stuff is my downfall during the holidays. And then incorporate physical activities like walking or yoga into your routine. Definitely after eating, go for a walk. It's nice outside, whatever it is. That'd be kind of cool to do yoga with the family. I don't know if they would go for it, but it's kind of nice. Just like, hey, let's do this, right? And then creating wellness traditions, establish new traditions that focus on mental and physical well-being. Definitely. And then engaging in activities that promote relaxation and joy, such as crafting and nature walks. Love it.
Absolutely. So, vision and goal setting, reflecting on our past year, review the personal achievements and community contributions, identify areas of growth and opportunities to improve. Now, this is so critical to our well being because without a vision, we get lost. So, tools to track our progress utilize journals, apps, planners to monitor progress, and establish regular check ins to assess and align with your goals. Setting intentions. Every day I wake up and I set an intention for the day. This is what I'm going to do. Define clear personal and community wellness goals and align intentions with values and aspirations for your year ahead. And then celebrate your milestones. Recognize and celebrate achievements, both big and small, and foster the supportive communities to share success and also encourage growth. So important to see that little milestones as we grow into our vision and our goal planning because we need to celebrate those small wins to keep going.
Definitely. All right.
And
So,
that's do reach out to us to connect. And we also have for all of us an exercise, a workbook to do. But before we get into that, maybe we can have a 5-minute discussion about what we talked about, what do you find the most helpful, and like a little popcorn discussion. Deepa, can you go first?
I'm not sure if I have been in a popcorn discussion before. I know popcorn, you eat it, but hey.
Yeah, well, here you go. Just tell us your feedback. Did you enjoy this? What was it? What's your biggest takeaway?
No, there's definitely value in it. And once we get more participation, I
Oh,
think we lost you there, Deepa.
yeah, you just
Oh,
froze.
yeah.
Okay.
Are you still there? Yeah, more participation she was
Okay.
talking about.
Yeah, definitely. So
How about you, Randy Joe?
there's a lot of little tidbits in there and the aha moments, like, oh my gosh, definitely just taking care of myself in meal planning. I never thought, because it's just my husband and I. Why do I need to have a weekly meal plan? But I think it would help us tremendously and focus on that kind of stuff. And then just more, outdoor stuff, getting outside. So I'm excited about spring. That is definitely.
Sounds fantastic. Well, for myself, I think that the whole concept of giving back and the rippling effects that we can have. Oh, there you are, Deepa. Welcome back. I really
sorry,
feel,
internet issues.
yeah,
It's fine.
Hmm.
So what was your takeaway? We'll pick up where you.
Oh, no, I just feel that there is a lot of value, and it's good to have a community of like-minded people, everyone on the same page, and yeah, just we once we gather more participation and grow
yes,
this, I think there is value. There is value for sure. Yeah, it's
definitely.
sometimes we just know things. We actually we know a lot of things, but we don't realize. And when it's mentioned or brought up and discussed, and you kind of think, oh yeah, of course, it reminds and reinforces, and then as a group we could do projects together. So then you have, yeah, people doing it with you. You don't feel so alone.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's really critical. We're
that's
just in
a
the
little bit where.
inception of this, and it's gonna keep growing. And we're recording all of this, so we'll make it available, and we're gonna put it on on a YouTube and stuff, so people it can go viral, and more people will get
Mm.
interested. I just wanted to share also, there's a little homework in here. I'll just share it for a minute or two, but this is a homework for people to do while we're gone at home. So this is something that hopefully I can share the
I
screen.
think you should. I think I stopped.
Oh, okay, great. So now I'll share the screen. Can you see the screen here?
Yep.
Okay, so this is our homework for this
Coming up.
week.
There you go.
Okay, so basically this is us right here. So
Mm.
what we're going to do is we're going to look at all these different elements, and we're going to work on all of these different areas to create a balanced life. Where do we want to be in a year from now? And we can go through all the different dimensions that we have spoken about. And, we can set out our goals, put our goals in here, and our spiritual goals. Where do we want to be in a year from now? Our occupational goals, our intellectual goals. What books are we going to read? Workshops we're going to go. Our environment. What are we going to do for our environment? What are we going to do for our social wellness and our physical wellness? This is a little journal template so that you can use it for your physical. So, and then your financial goals. Where do you want to go from there? So, remember, our goal is to have a balanced wheel of life. So color your wheel and see how balanced your life can be by the end of, creating all your goals and your dreams. And then you can color your spheres and see where you're imbalanced and work on that as a tool to help you to become who you want to be. So, what is my purpose and how is this key to my wellness? So, that's the question I leave with all of us today. And in closing, I feel that this workshop is critical, especially at this time with all the chaos going on. This will be hosted once a month, and it's going to be at 10 o'clock again on March 8th at 10 a.m. So do register once again, and I think we'll send you a link to the information once again and the different topics. We are looking for speakers as well in different areas. So we like this format because we want to get as many speakers as possible. But today we're kind of like just doing the introduction. So usually the format, do you want to talk about the format? Randi,
No,
Joe?
go ahead, Lise.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're hoping for 4 speakers, 5 minutes each on different topics. And the topics, we have kind of like a set of topics that we set forth and have a 5-minute talk each so that we have a good variety of people and maximum amount of participation from our communities and people to practice their speeches.
Mm.
And the other two is to share their gifts as well. So it's an opportunity for everyone. Because Randi and I don't want to do all the presentations. We want other people to share their abilities and their skills so that we can learn from everyone.
We want to build our own little community too. Like we were just
Yeah.
talking earlier, like our own little table talk, just different people coming on, different speakers, just on different niches that they're good at, really good at and stuff. So it's like we want to share the wealth and give back.
Of community, yes.
Yep.
So that pretty much closes off today. And I just think it's really incredible to have each and every one of you attend today. And if we want to close off with our song once again, then thank you very much. And in closing, thank you, Deepa, for coming. And
Thank you.
be sure to work on your homework, okay?
Did you
Thank
get,
you, everyone.
yeah, it's in the link there, Deepa, if you want to
Yeah,
open it.
if you want to
Mhm.
grab
Okay.
it. Okay?
Okay, and we'll end with the song. You can hear it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the power of change is in your hands. Together we'll heal, together we'll stand. This is our time, this is our call to rise above and give our all. Join the wellness revolution, let's rise today, breaking the barriers, lighting the way. With resilience and love, we'll build something new. The wellness revolution starts with you. So take the first step, let your journey begin. With every small choice, a new life within. The wellness revolution is calling your name. Together we'll rise and never be the same.
Mm.
You muted these. She got into the music and she just muted herself. Right, she's still all right.
Okay, ladies,
Right,
I'm gonna
well,
call
nice
off
meeting
now because
you.
it's 5 in the morning.
All right, dear.
5 in the morning. I'm gonna catch some shut eye before the day begins, isn't it?
Yes, and I appreciate it so much for coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks very
Bye-bye.
much. You know, I'm a very, very reliable person. If I say I do something, even if it kills me, it will be done.
Hey, I'm the same way. I am the same way. I promised I'll keep my promise, right? All right, dear. Take care. Have a
All
wonderful
right. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.